What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for a whole new episode review of Married to Medicine. This is reunion. Baby, it's a two-parter tonight. Girl. How we gonna get through this? Bitch, we gonna get through this. At first, I was thinking about putting both videos together. And at this point, I was like, no, I'm not going to do that because then that's going to be like a 50-minute video. And, you know, I don't want to put y'all through all that. I want y'all to watch what y'all want to watch, okay? So part 1 is going to be in its own separate video. Part 2 going to be in its own separate video. We're going to get through it. You know, if my energy start winding down, y'all already know because I just got through filming Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is part 1 of the Married to Medicine Season 7 reunion. And let me just put this on the offset because a lot of y'all got y'all feelings last week because of my opinion on my channel. Okay? That's what I don't understand. All right? I put my opinion out there. You can have your opinion, and I'm not going to get upset with your opinion. So for you to get upset with my opinion and it's only when I don't like or I call out somebody's fave, and mostly the fave is Mariah. It's only the Mariah stans that gets in their feelings, and I don't understand how any ladies have stans at this point. Okay, these are reality TV people. They don't know you. I don't understand why people go so hard for people that don't know them, okay, and aren't providing anything for them. I have no loyalties to anybody on this cast. That's not Mariah, no Quad, nor Dr. Heavenly, Dr. Jackie, Toya, Contessa, Simone, whoever else, bitch. Everybody can fucking get it. Just because you like somebody and I say something that you disagree with, you don't have to say, oh, I can't stand when you do this. Oh, you biased about this. No, bitch. I just don't vibe with a bitch, okay? And that's just it. I don't dislike the girl. I don't like the girl. I just don't like her energy. I don't vibe with her energy. That's what it is, okay? And, you know, other than that, I ain't finna say nothing negative about her if not need be, okay? I'm gonna call her out just like I'm gonna call everybody else out. She's not exempt. I don't give a fuck if you like her or not. If you don't like that and you don't like to hear your so-called high priestess get, you know, called out on her bullshit or whatever, you know, that's fine. Don't watch the show. We've been going through this or don't watch my review. We've been going through this 6 fucking seasons. We are now in the 7th season and we're still doing the same thing. Y'all still getting in your feelings for what? You already know. If my opinion hasn't changed from then till now, it's not going to change and you're not going to change it. Okay? I can not like a person's vibe or energy and I can still give them props where it needs to be props. Okay? Like I'm about to give your bitch a prop right about now. Mariah was the best looking one in this goddamn reunion. Want to know why? Besides the makeup, could have did a little less sheen. Could have did a little less in foundation. I love the pink that was on her eyelashes. I really did. And I love the pink that she had on. Because she was the only one that took a risk and did some color. Okay? And that pink looked really nice. Or was it pink or fuchsia? I'm going to call it fuchsia. It looked really nice on her. Okay? And she stood out amongst all the black and the dullness of the group. Okay? Dr. Heavenly, listen, girl. Don't do that black hair like that, okay? You need to lighten it up, okay? I ain't like that black wig. I ain't like it. Dr. Jackie Bang was okay, okay? I like Toya's hair and I like Quad's hair. Contessa's hair was cute too, you know? But Contessa was dressed up like she was going to go to somebody's ball, okay? So, you know, other than that, that's what it is. It's my opinion. And you can disagree. But you don't have to get on my thing trying to tell me in a disrespectful ass way, oh, you wrong, and it's sad that this and this and this. You'll get blocked, okay? When you come at me disrespectfully, I'm not going to respond back to you. You're just going to find out in the next review when you can't type up a comment that you've been blocked, okay? And I had to do that with a couple of people. And it was only a couple of people, okay? Because I left the other comments up there. You can disagree. That's fine, you know. But don't come at me and say, oh, I thought you knew better. No, bitch. Just because I didn't agree with you, because I didn't agree about your faith, get out of here with that shit. We're grown. We're grown and we're all entitled to our own opinions, okay? I'm not going to get mad at your opinion, so how dare you get mad at mine over somebody that just because I don't fuck with the... Girl, get the fuck out of here. Anyway, I don't even know why I spent time explaining that shit, okay? But anyway, let's just get into it. Like I said, Mariah did look the best to me. They started off with them going into the dressing rooms and stuff like that. We already see that this reunion is about to start off a little bit crazier than the other ones because Simone and Jackie ain't really clicking like that. They ain't in the same dressing room or whatever, you know, and that was like, whoa, okay, we kind of saw that coming a little bit, but didn't really, you know. And so when they get up there, they do the little montage about Quad living single and all that stuff. And then, you know, they was like, do you talk to Dr. Gregory? You know, you're divorced now. She was like, yes, she's fully divorced. She's back to her maiden name. You know, she don't talk to Dr. Gregory. She don't know if he's dating, and he was dating while they was together, so hopefully he will still be dating now. And, you know, Dr. Simone had to put out there that, yes, he is dating somebody very attractive. I didn't understand why she put out there that he is dating somebody and she's very attractive. Okay, she could have left that part out, but thank God that, you know, Quad was, I don't know if she was masking it or she was trying to play like she was mature enough. She said, why wouldn't he date somebody attractive when he was married to somebody attractive? I would be embarrassed or feel away if he downgrade or something like that. And she don't feel away about the fact that, you know, Simone and Cecil still cool with Gregory the way that they are, okay? Because she said they still go out and they still talk or whatever because Cecil and Greg are really good friends. And, you know, Mariah had to put out there, listen, if I'm done with the motherfucker, bitch, you done with him too. Okay, and I kind of feel the same way, to be quite honest. But sometimes I feel that way. Sometimes I don't. Like, I don't want to tell nobody who they need to be friends with. But if you know the shit that we've been through, why would you still want to be friends with them? But it's different from everybody. So y'all put down in the comments, if you was in a relationship, in a marriage or a relationship or whatever, and y'all break up, do everybody have to break up with him, your friends and all that stuff, him or her? Or would you still feel away if your friends still communicated with them? I honestly kind of would feel this way. You know, I really would. You know, a viewer asked a question about whether or not Quad should marry for love now since she married for upward mobility and status or whatever. And Mariah answered the question and said she should marry whoever makes her happy, which is true. Okay, I agree with that answer. You know, there was no shade involved in that. Moving on from that, what else they asked about? God damn. Girl, they were just talking. I will say this, pause that for a cause until I remember what was said. That whole thing about the set, let me tell you something. The set has gone way up. Like, Married to Medicine has one of the best sets when it comes to the reunion shows out of all the shows on Bravo. That shit was bomb as hell. It was a replica of Toya's apartment. I mean, closet or whatever. And then when the men get up there in the men's closet or whatever, that look really, really, really nice. Okay. They get into the whole thing with Quad and Simone and you know, the dinner date that happened at the beginning of the season when they was trying to get their relationship back on track, and or I should say their friendship, relationship, whatever. And you know, your viewer was talking about how they're gonna keep up with the dismissive attitude, the being late and all this stuff and woo 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 that Quad did to Simone at that dinner. And I did say that shit, like, I was not here for Quad just getting up and leaving. I was not here for her just going ahead and, you know, showing up so late, knowing that y'all had to talk about something. Don't do that shit. That tells me that you're not taking the shit serious, and that's already giving off a negative energy right there, okay? And so, you know, Quad gets into her, well, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. The girls had done a whole bunch of stuff to me that I shouldn't be, I'm pissed off about, but I was able to forgive and all this stuff and woo woo woo. And Toya was like, you going to the past, Quad, come on back, let's stay in the future, whatever. And then here come Dr. Heavenly. Girl, why don't you just be quiet? Why don't you shut up? I said, girl, first of all, I thought they was talking to Quad and Simone, okay? Truth be told, all right? That's what I thought was talked about. Now, Toya and what's her name, Heavenly did not have to say anything at this moment, but if you did, it wasn't, girl, just be quiet and let them talk it out, okay? Neither one of them should have said anything, but, you know, Heavenly, you come in like you about to beat the girl ass. Why? Girl, come down. Andy told both their asses to shut the fuck up, okay? And mostly Heavenly, to be quite honest, you know, because once again, Quad brought up the crab boil and all that stuff or whatever, but then Simone was like, you know, she up there trying to play victim. But then she said, you know, how many times I apologize then, I apologize at the dinner, I apologize again. Like, how many times am I supposed to apologize? And then Quiet said basically that she was in her feelings and she was being, you know, dismissive, and she apologizes for that. Simone took that apology. You know, they bring up the whole comment situation about Heavenly saying that, you know, Quiet, you know, did something with Common, and they already dispelled that rumor, and we know that it wasn't true. And Heavenly was like, girl, I was drunk then. And it was like, but I thought you always speak the truth. She was like, I know I speak the truth, but, you know, I was just joking. I don't know, bitch. I was just drunk, okay? Girl, yeah, you was out of line for that. You really were out of line for that, you know. But moving on from that, they get into talking about Quiet and what she likes or whatever in a man and all that stuff. And when I remember seeing that, people was trying to make it seem like I was trying to put down black men. Oh, you don't twist my shit. And if you don't know my humor by now, like, don't comment. I'm just saying, like, I would never put down a black man or say that, you know, there are no black men or whatever outside that can fit that qualification, or that she needs to, you know, really, really do lower her standards. It was a joke that I was saying, but I guess obviously it went over a few of you guys' head because y'all like to take stuff so literally. But anyway, you know, so they was talking about that. They was like, does credit score matter more over dick size? And Toya was like, we can build this credit score, but dick size, no, baby, we can't. Okay, so they was just having fun. At this moment, they're having fun. And, you know, we just laughing it off, whatever. They start talking about the kids, talking about how Alora has grown up from a little cute kid to a preteen with lip gloss, which she has. She's a beautiful young girl right about now. You know, seeing the kids trying to drive. And truth be told, on all these reality shows, I love it when I see everyone with their families and their, you know, doing everyday family things, especially with their kids. Did Dr. Heavenly ever meet some of her son's girlfriends or whatever? She gets into off on a tangent about how the girls at Howard was all over the son. It was like, no, did you bring them home? Okay, did they see him? Did you see him? It was like, I seen a couple of them or whatever. How would you feel if your son dated a white girl? I mean, I'd be okay with that. Like Simone said, she gave a politician-ass answer, okay, to look at Andy, say yes, okay? But knowing damn well she probably would. But then again, she probably would. You never know. But then again, I really don't think so. But moving on from that, you know, they start talking about, also they talked about the, who their celebrity crushes are, and, you know, or who they would have a hall pass. Mariah said J. Cole and, oh my God, she said another person, I forget. I know J. Cole was one of, it was a white boy. Was it a white boy? Y'all put it down in the comments. Y'all put it down in the comments. She said J. Cole for sure. Toya said, who the fuck did Toya say? Girl, I don't know. Simone said LL Cool J. Toya said somebody. Dr. Heavenly said Barack Obama. And that was Jackie's dude too as well. You know, and then Contessa said Odell Beckham. And, you know, Quiet said Aquaman, Jason Momoa. Okay? Who did Toya say? God damn, bitch, I forgot. Y'all put it down in the comments. But for right now, the reunion is going smoothly. We getting shit out the air, and we just having a good time. They also discussed, you know, Contessa and her party that she threw for her children. And the fact that, because one of the viewers sent in a question, the fact that, you know, Contessa always talking about Toya's financial stuff and her throwing these parties or whatever and being over the top. Do you feel as if Contessa's party for her children was over the top? And, you know, Toya said it doesn't bother her what Contessa has to say about her finances or whatever, but, you know, she do feel that the party was over the top, but it didn't bother her because she does over the top things for her kids as well. And then Contessa tried to go in and say, you know, I don't say nothing about her finances or whatever. You know, I don't say nothing that everybody else hasn't already said or whatever. And I'm like, Contessa, you even said it this season when you was getting ready for Toya's last her housewarming party, whatever. You was kind of shady in the comments that you was saying and dismissive of, you know, her finances and stuff like that. And they had to go down the road and remind us that, yes, just about every season, even when they was getting into it, especially when they was getting into it, you have mentioned this lady's finances, okay? It's okay to admit it and own up to it. You're not going to get, you know, crucified for it. It is what it is. It's on tape. They discussed about Toya's miscarriage, her home as well. how a viewer was just thanking Toya for putting that out there. And, you know, because she was going through the similar situation. And see, that's one of the things that I watch Married to Medicine for, because even though they give us the mess, they give us some real shit as well that a lot of us women especially can relate to, you know. Not me personally, but it's a lot of people out here, a lot of women out here, including the women on the cast, who have gone through miscarriages and, you know, have dealt with it in either similar or different ways. And then, you know, Toya talking about how, you know, Eugene, she done already told Eugene she's not in the mind frame of wanting to have another baby at this point. But when they're in the moment of doing what they do, he don't want to pull out. And then Contessa was like, that shit don't work. You know, Contessa is a little brash, okay? And she just, she means well, but girl, you know, shush. You know, because she comes off like her tone is a little harsh, even though she's not trying to be that way. But girl, anyway, moving on. You know, they started talking about, they brought up the whole housewarming situation, and they was talking about how the house was beautiful. Everybody said that the house was beautiful. Didn't have anything negative to say for that moment, okay? Until they said, Contessa was like, how you having a housewarming party, but you not letting nobody inside the house to look at the house, okay? And Toy was like, what I look like parading 100 people throughout my house, okay? It was a housewarming celebration. That's what it was. That's what it's supposed to be. And Andy was looking like, no, that's not what it's supposed to be. Technically speaking, Toy, what you just threw yourself was a regular party to celebrate the house. You didn't throw a housewarming party, because usually when you have a housewarming party, you have it when everything is all together or damn near together, and you have people inside the house, not in the backyard, okay? That's what the confusion came at. But, you know, they get into that, and the fact that her furniture wasn't there because she said she had custom-made furniture that was being brought in. So I didn't see nothing wrong with that, but I still would have waited until all my shit was set up, because, you know, these girls on this cast, they talk shit, especially Heavenly, all right? And of course, Heavenly and her get back and forth with it, because, you know, a viewer was talking about how Heavenly said stuff about her closet in the house and all that stuff, because the house, she said they brought the house for $2.1 million. Next thing you know, Heavenly and her going back and forth, and it's Heavily jealous, and no, you started this and you started that, and you envy, and now all of a sudden she got a 2-story closet, now you got a 3-story closet. You know, that 3rd floor is where Heavily records her reviews and stuff at, because they did the little walkthrough. I was like, oh, so that's the 3rd floor of the closet. I didn't know she had a 2, 2nd, or 3rd, or whatever. Girl, whatever, okay? And I mean, Heavenly, it does look messy as shit. It does look messy as shit. And when she do her videos or whatever, she do be talking cash shit about Toya. But I can't, I mean, I know you want to say it's jokes and all, but my whole thing is, even if I'm friends with somebody, and if I don't have a problem with them, I don't shade them every time, every second that I get, okay? And on the little things especially, I don't shade them all the time, you know? So it do seems like you do have an issue with Toya. And for what reason, I don't know. Did Toya ever do something to you? Like, it's coming off a little bitterish. It's coming off a little haterish. It really is. It really is. You know, going back and forth for whatever reason, because you do it in your reviews, and you just did it right then and there. So it's like, what's the issue? What is the undercrutch? I'm trying to understand. So now Buffy is about to join the cast, okay? And I was like, you know, man, Andy back there was like, you feeling nervous? You feeling like, you know, somebody that you want to see or you scared to see? She was like, no, girl, I'm good, okay? I said that's the good attitude that you need to have coming into your first reunion. Because if you see weakness, they see weakness, they going to pounce on that ass, okay? Anyway, so they get out there. The next segment is about horniness, okay? You know, they go through all the little paint and sip, and, you know, Choir getting the little magic wand, and all of this little, you know, the massaging and the choking stroke. And then Andy asking Toya, what is the choking stroke? I said, not Andy. Now, you know, of all people, I'm pretty sure that you know what a choking stroke is, because you probably look like you done been choked a few times in your life, okay? And if you don't know what a choking stroke is, you need to get into it. That's all I need to say. Let me tell you something. I done been choked a couple times in my life, all right? Trust and believe. This neck, it ain't as big as y'all may think it is. My neck is skinty, okay? And like Toya said, put that shit right there. Girl, no. Let me stop. Anyway. and then did a lot of choking too. But yeah, you know, they did all that stuff, and then they was talking about contestant. No, did Quad use the little wand? She said, no, bitch, I ain't trying to rearrange my uterus. Heavenly said, you know, that's what she used to, the size that she used to. Bitch, everybody was like, girl, we didn't need to know that. We didn't need to know that. I do like the fact that they addressed the whole thing about, you know, Mariah, you know, throwing little shots at Damon or whatever. I'm sorry about the gum. If y'all see it, y'all be okay. Throwing shots at Damon about, you know, being able to see his penis and all that stuff. And Mariah said the only reason why she said the shit is because, you know, Heavenly be coming at her, but she did say it was wrong for her because Damon has never did nothing to her. Okay, so that was cool. You know, bitch, when they got into the whole girl crush thing or whatever, and then, you know, they talked about contesting her little girl crushes and all that stuff, her, you know, celebrity girl crushes. And then if you would ask the question that I think a whole bunch of us been wanting to know, bitch, did you ever have something going on in college? Because you couldn't tell me Contessa ain't never pounced on something. Like, girl, listen, Contessa look like she... From one lesbian to a possible, girl, you look like you done let somebody munch, and you look like you'll be an aggressive film for real, okay? You would be drill sergeant up in that puss, okay? That's what you give me, girl. But you said you ain't never go through none of them lesbian phases in college, okay? And me and Buffy put up an eyebrow like, okay? And Buffy said, bitch, she didn't have her taste. I said, girl, I can tell with your titties just sitting up there. She said, I went to Georgia State, girl. I had my fun before I got married. I was like, all right, you know, go ahead, Buffy. I like that. But then, you know, they started asking the question about, you know, the girls tasting themselves, because Toya said that she tastes herself, and then asked Jackie, what does that say if you taste yourself and all that stuff. You know, Jackie said in her book she gives different personalities for vagina, and Toya is a notorious vag, okay? You know, she's the one that she's not surprised that she tastes herself. She goes all out. And then she said, you know, does vaginas have different smells if you eat, or different tastes if you eat certain food? And if you don't know that, yes, it does, okay? And they say eat some pineapples, all right? You know, Dr. Jackie didn't want to give out which foods that you should eat to make your stuff taste sweet and all that stuff or whatever, but because she wants y'all to go buy her book. Girl, Google that shit. That's all you need to do. Google that shit and just eat healthy, okay? Eat you some greens and put some fruit in your goddamn diet, okay? Less meat, you know, some more water. Freshen that shit up, okay? Get your pH balance on balance, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, that was cute. Then they started talking about Dr. Heavenly getting picked up by the boy and all this stuff, and why you ain't tell Damon and all this shit. You didn't think he was gonna find out. Nah, I ain't think he was gonna find out, because Damon don't watch this show. I said, me and everybody else on the cast, including Andy, was like, you didn't think that he was gonna bring the receipts and bring it up in front of him when he come out here on the reunion? No, I didn't think so. But you being messy, that's what we're here for, okay? You know, and the men in the back just listening like, and like Eugene said, when they start this thing off saying, listen, you know they about to lie, and that's all Dr. Heavenly was doing, girl, yeah, okay. Then we get on Buffy, you know, her introduction to the show. They talked about her and the comment that she made about the, you know, wealth whispers and new money or whatever, jingles and screams or whatever, and who whispers and who screams. She said she think Mariah and Jackie whispers, and Toya, Quad, they scream or whatever, you know, but they really didn't take offense to it. You know, they get into the whole thing of how it's been for her being on the show, and she said her husband actually loves it or whatever. But from what people have been telling me in the comments, or saying in the comments, Buffy been trying to get on this show for years, okay? So, I guess this is her time to shine. They get into all of that whole thing. Then they get into what we really wanted to talk about. This whole thing with the, what is it? Oh yeah, Toya did, you know, they talked about Toya saying, you know, when they brought up the fact that she was saying how she can't have female friends or whatever, because it's like she got to dim herself and she can't, you know, be proud about her accomplishments or whatever. And they was just saying how it sounds as if the way that you come off is like you're trying to throw it and throw it in people's faces, like this is what I got and all this stuff or whatever. But you should never dim yourself or dim your light for other people. That was a nice little comment. But then they get into what we all wanted to get into, okay? The whole situation about her infertility and that being said in Jackie thing. Now, Jackie, girl, we gonna just have to go there. Like we done said throughout the season, when this first happened, you were wrong. You were 100% wrong, okay? There is no defending that. I don't care if you talking about some, like your excuse that you gave tonight saying that, you was just in the heat of the moment, you was sharing your story and all this stuff, and you did not know that this was gonna hurt her, or that you was hurting her in the process. You didn't know. You didn't think, or whatever. Now, see, Jackie, you done been on this show for a minute, and you're very, very, very calculated with what you say and what you don't say. So you mean to tell me that this, I don't think it was malicious. But girl, come on now. You mean to tell me that you really didn't think that this was going to hurt this girl? Like, you can't sit here and tell me that, because I don't believe that. Because it probably would have hurt you. You probably would have sucked it up. And like Buffy said, we came from the same cloth where we don't make a scene. We just soldier through because we're going to show support. Regardless of the fact that we're humiliated, we're not going to make a scene in public. And that's what Buffy did. And that was one of my whole issues with Buffy. I didn't want her to make a scene, but I wanted her to, right then and there, to go up to Jackie and pull her to the side, out of everybody's way and be like, bitch, why did you say that? Like, girl, why did you say that? Because something like that, I wouldn't have been able to hold on to it. And I know, some people, the shock value has to be like, sink in, and you got to calm down before you actually go the fuck off. And so you need a couple of days or two. And that's probably what she needed or whatever. But for a bitch like me, I would have had to immediately put, bitch, what the fuck was that? No. What the hell was that? I thought we were supposed to be on track of trying to become cool. Now, I told you something like that in confidential because I was trying to become cool with you. I was opening up to you. You was opening up to me. And I thought we was about to be good girlfriends or whatever. But then you gonna put my business out there on the street like that? Bitch, I don't care if I said it to this person or that person, but this whole room don't know about that shit. Girl, I would have had to tell Jackie ass off, okay? Buffy better than me. Buffy fucking better than me, okay? Because it wouldn't have went down the way that it went down, girl. You wouldn't have got none of my motherfucking tears. You would have got my motherfucking mouth, though. That's what you would have got. But anyway, at this point, they said that Buffy, you did feel some type of way when the whole episode aired because you put out there on the Instagram that, you felt like Jackie did this with malicious intent. And that she said, yeah, I felt that way because out of all the things, we getting to know each other, you could have said anything. And that's the one that you put out there. You intentionally put that out there or whatever. And here comes Heavenly. See, anybody up here talking about something about malicious with Jackie, that ain't even it, okay? That ain't even it. And Buffy was like, girl, shut up, okay? Just be quiet because we're not talking to you, Heavenly. And that's the thing. We're not talking to you, Heavenly, at this point. And I know that's your friend, and I know you want to defend, but let them get their issues out, and then you come in when asked to interject or whatever. Ain't nobody else saying nothing. They having a discussion. It's between Jackie and Buffy at this point, okay? The question was addressed to them two, all right? She's getting her thoughts out as to why she felt that way. Let her put her thoughts out there, and then let Jackie rebut and respond to that, okay? And then let Andy open the floor to everyone else to get their opinion. You couldn't even allow that to happen before you jumped in because we already know how you feel. Most of us don't feel like it was malicious, but it's understandable how how Buffy, because it was done to her, could feel that way. Let her get that out, okay? And then Buffy said, with your ass over there lying through with your dentures or whatever, and then she was like, with your fat ass. I said, you know what? Listen, bitch. Heavenly. Just because you lost your weight, okay? And Buffy look good, she could lose a couple of pounds or whatever, but she look good in what she look good in, okay? So you ain't have to bring that up. Don't do that. Don't become a bitch that lost some weight and now all of a sudden you want to become the bully, okay? And you want to come talking about other fat people, okay? Because, bitch, I want you to call me fat. I want you to call me fat, bitch. Woo! Now, girl, that was wrong. That was absolutely fucking wrong, and you know it, girl. Don't sit there and try to play. You know that you was dead ass wrong, and they called you out on it. Okay. So then, Andy had to tell Heavenly to shut up, okay? This is the second time Andy didn't hush this girl, okay? Just like, listen, you got to be quiet. Because as they were saying, he was talking to them. Let them get that out. And, of course, Dr. Jackie had her, Buffy finished what she had to say. Dr. Jackie, she had her little 3 points. She basically said that she's sorry for putting out there about her infertility. 3, that she didn't know that it was gonna offend her and that it would hurt her as much, and she didn't see it until she watched it. And she gave a sincere apology. And the 3rd point, she said if she was to go through, get the ever come a point where she was granted or given a way to have a child, she would give that opportunity to Jackie. To Buffy or whatever. Do I feel it was sincere? Yes, I do. And I feel like this is something that could have been said, and all of this could have been avoided had she just said it throughout the show. And that a first initial apology. And she explained why she, did what she did, but Buffy accepted it, and they said that they was going to go out and have one-on-one, which is what is needed. And see, that is the mature way to handle things. Let me just say this, and then here come Heavenly. Okay, good. Now y'all ain't got to say it again. Heavenly, I get that's your friend. Even when they broke for lunch or whatever, and Buffy and Jackie was up there talking, and Jackie was just saying, I didn't want to show emotions or whatever, but I wanted to keep a straight face during that time when I was telling. But I'm telling you now, I am genuinely sorry. Okay, and I'm so happy for you, and at this point, she gives up, they hug each other, whatever, and then here go, Heavenly just standing there all up in their face or whatever. I'm like, damn, Heavenly, take a step back and let them have a moment. Okay, that was getting on my nerves. That really was. Heavenly, you was annoying me. I ain't even gonna lie, you really were. Okay, but everybody hugged it out for that. This is the first hour, and then so after that, before they broke for lunch, whatever, for part 2. Dr. Jackie, Buffy was saying how her husband didn't want to adopt. He wanted to have a biological child. They have 5 embryos, 3 boys, 2 girls, or 2 boys, 3 girls. Some type of combination like that. And at first, she didn't want to go the surrogate route because she wanted to actually be able to, hold and carry her baby and go through that closeness. And after seeing the situations with Gabrielle Union and Andy's situation, when he went through a surrogate, and then also Candy and Jackie doing the, Candy surrogacy, and then Jackie opening up her own surrogacy agency or whatever. So, she's already looking into doing that, and they're going to get a surrogate, and she's finally about to get her baby. And I really hope that she does. I hope she get a few of them too. I hope she get all 5 of them. I really do. But that was the end of part 1. Okay. Ugh. I didn't know it was going to be this long, but girl, tune in for part 2. Okay. We about to get into the juice of things. All right. And I will see y'all later. Peace.